What was your introduction into the rap game?
Oh, my introduction to the rap game was like this, man. I grew up in Queensbridge Projects. You know, at the time, everybody was trying to do it. You know, I come from the school era where we used to be in the lunchrooms banging on the tables. Yeah. And it just so happens that some of the dudes that I was around just happened to come into the game and create names for themselves. You know what I'm saying? But when you in the hood, you always keep mind of them dudes that, you know, that's talented, that you feel that should be on that plateau with you, whatever, you know. And Nas was the dude that was shining at the time, and he was the one that was like, yo, I need you to come sit down with me and listen to this idea I have, which it turned out to be the firm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand the rap game then. I just see my man blowing up and like, yo, let's go, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the world didn't know I was there, but the few people that circulated through the hoods and the schools and the, you know, things like that, they knew what it was.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, like, Nas was just the first one. It was just the perfect opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
So the whole firm concept, correct me if I'm wrong, I heard there was 50 Cent and Mary J. Blige was almost down with the firm. There was a whole collective thing.
Man, the firm had like the core members, you know, us, the four.
Yeah.
And then there was honorary members, you know what I'm saying? You got Noriega on the firm. You got Cannabis.
Yeah,
doing tracks with the firm. I guess at the time, you know, if you was making noise and you was down for, you know, to roll, we was just doing it. You know what I mean? We was just winging it. We created the whole album in about like 9 days.
Wow.
So we just went to the studio and just everybody just went in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We just sat back and watched it. And it was dope.
That's
that was
crazy.
like the Queen super crew right there.
Well, and then you know what? They actually the first super group to sign the Aftermath. If you think about it, they're the first super group to sign the Aftermath.
It was
Probably
like right after all of that
group.
drama, you know, from the youngsters that don't know, it was a bunch of drama back in the days between the East Coast and the West Coast. And we lost some great MCs, and it was just a lot of turbulence in the time. So, you know, when we did the Firm project, we was the first ones to actually like sit down with Dre after all of that. You know what I mean? And he didn't want to come to New York. And we didn't want to go to L.A., you know what I mean? So we went to Miami and a few of the neutral spots and just banged out.
How was that? Like, because at the time you didn't have a record deal.
No,
right?
no.
I
was the dude from the hood that just came around.
You sit next to Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
And you about to put out one of the highly anticipated albums, and it's crazy. Like, how did you feel? Like, what was the atmosphere
It didn't soak in until after the fact, you know what I mean? Because I didn't have a demo tape to shop at the time. It was just word of mouth, like, yo, this dude was dope. And if the dopest MC is co-signing you at the time, you're dope.
Yeah,
that's
you know what I'm saying? So we went out there. I got to pick Dre's brain a little bit, listen to the beats and see how he worked, and it was like, yo, this was way before the Instagram era. I wish, I wish I had the flicks for all of that right then. But yo, it was crazy. You know what I mean? Just to be amongst dudes like, you know, Ice Cube and dudes like that who used to be my favorite rappers.
These guys were like around in the studio and everything while you.
I mean, when I went to LA, that whole door opened. It went from being the rappers that you heard and had the cassettes or whatever you had to actually being in the presence of these dudes. So you know, I got questions. I wanted to know, yo, how was Tupac? You know, was it real? Yeah. And everything was, you know, it was dope. We got to work. We got to have fun, and you know. We made history at that time, you know what I mean? I didn't realize how many eyes was watching us.